Introducing the all-new Corolla.
The Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee reported S-1237 to the full Senate, including a key provision by Congressman Greg Khalili-Sablan to effectively end-run the Labor Secretary and automatically extend the Transitional Commonwealth-Only Worker Program 5 years through 2019. But it was the expected cost of Guam war claims that staffers say caused 4 panel Republicans to bolt, making it unlikely the bill will get last-minute Senate okay this year by unanimous consent. Top energy Republican Lisa Murkowski of Alaska.
On S-1237, the omnibus territories, Senator Alexander has asked to be recorded as no, as well as Senator Lee and Senator Scott and Senator Barrasso.
Companion legislation in the House hasn't even had a hearing and could also face conservative opposition over cost in an election year, even while Guam's Madeline Bordallo argues the estimated $80 million cost is paid for through Section 30 tax rebates to Guam. The Guam War Claims language limits payments to living survivors raped, injured, interned, or subjected to forced labor or marches, or survivors of those who died in war. Earlier versions covered descendants of those survivors, a category dropped in a 2011 compromise among Bordallo, Senator John McCain, and others. Bordallo's office understands the work's still ahead in changing minds, but argues it's the first time any Senate committees reported out war claims. Other key provisions: an Interior Department developed energy action plan approved by the Secretary to cut fossil fuel imports to the islands and develop domestic sources, a requirement federal agencies waive local grant matching requirements of $500,000 or less, required preference for Guam U.S. citizens over legal aliens for housing aid, extending a long-term foreign investor program in the NMI, and continued NMI exemption from accepting asylum applications. Meantime, the Senate was still expected to pass overnight a House-approved compromise 2014 defense budget that authorizes almost $500 million in military spending for Guam and eases restrictions on spending Japan funds for Guam projects, including site improvements at North Ramp on Andersen Air Force Base. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.